Aries, how are you? What a month. The year is coming to an end. I mean, how crazy. You know, I'm still having difficulties to believe that we are in December, you know. It has been already a long time I was planning to start this channel. So to start with, I want to say thank you to whoever is watching this video. I was planning on opening this channel, but you know, I was more focused in private readings and traveling and getting some personal things on place before starting the channel. And you know, with everything that was happening right now with this month, it's like, you know, like this huge swift, you know, it's like change of energies, like these portals that are being opening. I mean, and I think that in some way or another, even if you're spiritual, or even if you don't believe in or not, or if you believe in astrology or not, I mean, I think that this is something that we all like we are all feeling, you know. I mean, definitely, because you know, it's like the world is screaming at us saying we need a change. You know, it's like we need to take action and we need this change for the good of us and for the good of everyone, you know. And you know what? I think this month for you, it's like, you know, this eclipse is happening in your 9th house. You know, I'm just gonna say something is I'm this channel, it's made for tarot. It's not made for astrology, okay? But for me, it's important because this is a general reading, you know, so in a way I know I cannot speak my reading and my story, like what is gonna come out with the cards and what I'm gonna be feeling intuitively. It's not gonna speak to all of you. So, and that's fine, you know. Maybe some things of the reading will speak to you at a certain particular situation or relationship. But I know it's impossible that this will be for everyone. And you know, when I'm talking about astrology, I mean, astrology gives me this base where I'm able to connect at a major level with most of you. And this is the reason why I like to mix it up with tarot. And you know, tarot itself, many of the things that, I mean, iconography, symbolism inside tarot are related to astrology. So, you know, I'm not gonna go deep in within, but I will use it sometimes to see where the energies are guiding me, you know, and to be able to connect more like in a general way to you guys, okay? So what is happening this month, this incredible month close up of the year, is that we have a solar eclipse happening in your 9th house. So, you know, and then we have this big transition that some of you maybe have heard of already. This big transition of Jupiter and Saturn, that they are moving from your 10th house to your 11th house. And you know, so there is here a big connection, you know, like association between the meanings of the 9th house and the 11th house, because I think Aries, you know, the 11th house, you know, is like these two planets moving forward in this house. This is the moment where you're gonna start feeling that leadership, you know. It's like, I think that at this present moment, you maybe had experienced problems to get things done, to work on your vision of things. Maybe there were many restrictions, government issues, you know, I mean, or certain things that you were working really hard to get done, and you thought that constantly you were finding yourself hitting against a closed door, you know. As I said, this is general, so some of you might not have this feeling, but I think this energy, if you have experienced this is when this energy will disappear. You know, this is the moment when all these like closing doors, suddenly they will start opening, okay? And you know, the 9th house, so this is where is located your, like, the eclipse, the energy of the solar eclipse, which is the new chapter, the new era, the new beginning. I mean, what a beautiful way to start a year, a new year. It's all about future, like how you see the world, how you have the perspective of the world, your vision, high knowledge, spirituality, high spirituality. So I think, you know, having this position of like you're having, you know, collaborations, friends, and community are gonna be a very important part of your life from now on, and from probably the next years, together with this new change, you know, of perspective of how you see your dream life. Most probably it's like you're gonna have this feeling that right now that dream life you can make it possible, and this is gonna feel so great. You know, like Mars has gone already direct, and this is your planet. And when Mars is going direct, and you, I mean, this is gonna be quite strong for you. It's like all this energy that you thought that you were losing, now it's gonna start pushing. You know, it's like it's gonna start pushing. So things are gonna be moving out. You know, um, it's like, yeah, you know, I mean, you are you are one of these signs. I mean, like, that likes to go fast. You know, it's like you don't like to lose your time. You're like, okay, let's get this done, move on, na na na. You know, it's like you have so much that energy of, you know, you're not the most patient sign of the zodiac, to say so, okay? Um, but now finally your energy will be in the same frequency of what you desire, what you wish for, what you want. And I think people are gonna start to see that and are gonna be collaborating with you to create that dream life, that world, that new world. Guys, the Fool, El Loco, starting. I mean, the new beginning. This is the full new beginning. What a beautiful way to start a reading. This is your present position. This is you taking only what is necessary, leaving everything that has been heavy on your back, you leave it behind. The past, we don't want the past anymore, we want the future. That's what you want, Aries. You want the future. And you know, whatever restrictions, whatever, you know, I mean, people that have been pushing you, or things, situations that you thought that were not allowing you to feel again that lightness. Because, you know, the Fool, I mean, I think it was in the reading of Scorpio who had this in his present, and not in his present, but I think it was in his, how he saw himself in the position. And you know, I mean, we are all experiencing kind of this death rebirth energy, okay? But in different levels, okay? In different levels. And definitely some signs are feeling it more than others. And I think that for you, this is like being able to take that risk, you know? It's like, until now, it's like maybe you were processing all these things inside yourself, and you were not able to take that push. And now these things that were trying to step you back or restrict you in whatever you were wishing to do, is like they're disappearing. It's like you're gonna be able to do that no matter what. And you know, in society, the Fool, and this is why I was thinking about the Scorpio reading, it's that, you know, the Fool, many times why they call him the Fool or El Loco, you know, it's because in society, you know, this person is seen as insane, you know, because he's taking such a risk that nobody could, you know, most of people would think that it's insane to do something like that. You know, it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna lose everything that you have built until now. But he knows better than that. Even though maybe this is a risk, or maybe this is jumping from that cliff and saying, I'm done with this, I want a new start. You're gonna take that new start, you know, because no matter what others might be saying, and I think that still some people are gonna be looking at you and saying, hey, thank you, you know, as well. Some people are gonna be like, yeah, this is what we need now, because this is the energy we need. We need a fresh start. We need a new era. We need to leave some things of the past behind, you know. Uh, Things are not working as they should. I think we are quite, I mean, it's quite obvious with everything that has been happening for quite some time. And yeah. Okay. What is coming in your past? The Nine of Cups. This is great. This is knowing what you desire. And you know, as I wish I could show it to you, you know, for the next month I hope I get a better camera and I can start the videos and show you exactly how the cards are positioned here. But I'm gonna do it now manually, okay? So bear with me, please. So the Fool is coming in your present and he's jumping. I mean, this is in the past position, you know, but you know, in the readings, I mean, the past, present, future position, I mean, this is just like a storyline that allows me to tell the story. But you can take it as it fits you the best, okay? Because sometimes the past can talk more of the present or where you're like guiding yourself to the future. So, but you know, this Fool, it's jumping into a wish, it's desire that has, I mean, something that you have or wish or you wanted for probably a long time. And this is something that you wanted already in your past. This is how I'm sensing here, like how I'm feeling it in the reading. This is something that you wanted it for so bad. You know, this is the wish fulfillment card. This is the yes card. I mean, it's a Nine of Cups. It's not the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups is more like this energy where we can enjoy. You know, it's like this getting the excitement and that feeling of enjoyment, you know, of that present or like that gift or that desire that we have, you know. And the Fool is like wanting to jump right straight to that desire. And this is what I think is happening now. I mean, like what I was saying right before, this is what you wanted to experience, is to finally, I mean, all these ideas, this vision you're starting to have from the future. And I think this is going to come even stronger and stronger starting this new year for you guys. It's like now you're finally seeing that you can start from zero. And you can take that risk and you can jump right straight to that desire. Now, what is coming in your obstacle? The Four of Cups. So it's coming in your obstacle. So this would be like reading it in reverse. And this is material. This is practicality. This is foundation. This is a fourth. This is something that feels solid, stuck, okay? This energy is like somebody that physically has problems to move because it doesn't move, you know? So it's quite an opposite energy of this. And what I'm feeling here is that maybe at this present moment, just at this present moment, what is happening is that there are still some practicalities in your life, like material resources or maybe a situation with your work, okay? That, or some, like a situation at your home, okay? Environment, home. But definitely something that is tangible. It's practical. You can see it, you can touch it, you know, something that is material. And I think that this is being a restriction for that jump at this present moment, okay? I want to see how the reading is taking me, you know, because, I mean, I start taking the cards, and if I feel it, I talk about the energy of the card. But of course, you know, this is, like, the reading is taking you in one or another direction, so we'll see what is coming out next. But I see that it's like you have this energy of, like, come on, I want to, you know. Actually, the Fool is quite like this Aries energy, you know, like, these childish, but in a good way, you know, like almost like childish, unconscious energy that is necessary to give birth to the new. You know, it's like if we wouldn't have this energy, we wouldn't be able to create new things, most probably. In many cases, not in all cases, but in many cases. Sometimes we need that fresh, you know, so that something new can come. And I think that in the practical world, in the material world, there are a lot of restrictions regarding that. You know, maybe the government, institutions, um, or work environment or home life sometimes can put some steps, you know, some stones on the road to get that, you know, to get that push, you know. But it's not like very problematic, you know. At the end, the major arcana here by now is the Fool. So this is the main energy, and this is your energy, Aries. That's, I mean, for me, Aries, it's quite too many cards, but I saw the Two of Swords and Justice. So definitely, maybe there has been, I mean, some issues regarding justice, like government, administration, bureaucracy, all these aspects, you know, that, yeah, like institutional things, you know, that maybe certain documentations or, you know, like these practical things that are not in your control and that and you felt that they were restricting you. And you know what? I think that fits pretty well with that transition that's coming from your 10th house to your 11th. But you know, we are getting out of it. I mean, we are moving forward. We are all moving forward. I mean, I hope so. I mean, you know, we need to use this energy to move forward. We cannot stay where we are. You know, we need to make things better. We can. Sorry, I'm becoming kind of... Ooh, it's crazy because I'm starting your reading and immediately I start feeling your energy so strong. Like, I mean, like your vibes, like your Aries vibe, which is, wow, you know, it's like you are like this so strong warriors of the zodiac, you know. Oh, this is beautiful. Love, self-love, most definitely. This is having a complete new start in your emotions, how you feel. This is like overflowing of emotions, you know, like something that makes you feel like that refreshness again. I mean, still the Ace of Cups, I'm gonna say this. It can sometimes feel quite overwhelming because, you know, it's pure water. And what happens with pure water, unless we are a water sign that is very deep into the waters, sometimes other signs might have difficulties with that overflowing of waters because it can feel like, whoa, this is so much. I mean, I'm feeling so much that it can be difficult sometimes to feel like not really in control. You know, like not being in control of your emotions. But it's beautiful. Like this is like this new beginning. Maybe there is a new start into a relationship or something that it makes you feel like new again. Maybe you're offering your love to someone. And you know, there is the dove here. I mean, this is a higher sense of spirituality. As I said, you're gonna be ascending. You're gonna be ascending in your spirituality as well. And having the Fool with the Ace of Cups right here, I mean, 0-1, really like start from zero and taking that new step, you know, like taking that step to start a new cycle in your life where we can feel better, where we can feel love, unconditional love, like real love. Not like that, no, like real deep love, you know. And you know, if this is not related to a person in particular or that relationship that is very important to you, this could mean, as I said, self-love, refreshing yourself and being able to feel that self, you know, like love of your own self. It's so necessary. Because, you know, many times if we don't get this for our own selves, how we expect that to get it from others, or how we expect to be able to give it to others? It's very hard. Beautiful. There is, wow, I see you very, I see like this super romantic vibe here. To be honest, you know, like the super romantic, because you know the fool, he has a flower in his hand, he has the rose, the white rose in his hand, and the sun on his back, and he goes. He's not scared, you know, he's not scared to move on. I just think that still, you know, we'll see what this is gonna come out, but there is definitely a certain kind of restriction thing of maybe you feel that there is something that cannot be moved regarding your home or regarding your work. As I said, something maybe governmental, like bureaucracy, that kind of pushes you, like it doesn't, you feel like you cannot move from it, but you will. I mean, believe it, you know. Believe it, having this energy, you can liberate yourself. You can get that freedom. And freedom, it's so important for you guys. How you see yourself at the present moment. It doesn't surprise me. You have the 10 of Wands here. This is how you see yourself. So you have a 10. So it's like you're achieving the end of something. And maybe this is related to your career or a work or project that you have been putting a lot of work on, okay? It's burdensome. It has been burdensome. You feel the heaviness, you feel the back pain. I mean, I'm laughing because, I mean, I cannot say it. You feel the back pain, you feel like this heavy, this burden, you know, like maybe there were many things you have to take care of. You know, when the 10 of Wands appears, you know, it's like coming from a long road where there were many things that we had to take care of. And, you know, the thing that you can see here is the palace, is your home, is your house, is that wish fulfillment. Is that thing you want that makes you feel happy again, you know, like where you can feel light and where you can enjoy and have fun with your friends or your family or your loved one. But right now, maybe right now, you still feel that restriction, that feeling that when I'm gonna move away from this, like I just wanna start from zero. I wanna pass this 10 and I want to get to the 0 so I can go to the 1. It's so beautiful how this, I mean, guys, you are there. The 10, it's always so much better than the 9 because this means that you are already at the end of that career. You are already at the end of that burden. You're being able to put, you know, very, very soon, it's like you have it, it's like the limit, like that limit that is, it's gonna give you that success. It's just there. Maintain a little bit more, okay? Because you are gonna get it. It's like you are in the moment where you're gonna put the ones away and enjoy of that dream, you know, like enjoy of that new start, okay? Let's see what is taking us. In your environment, what is coming in your environment? For Aries. Too many cars. I'm looking at them. You know, guys, I'm gonna tell this. I probably am gonna have to repeat it in every reading I'm gonna do from now on, but I don't care, because you know, every time that the cards jump out of the deck, I look at them, but I only want one card per position. So when there are too many, I look at them and I will talk about them relating to that position, but I won't put them on the table, okay? Because I want one card, one precise card that will give me the guidelines for the story, okay? And I see that you have the Queen of Swords with the Six of Wands that came out. So yeah, I think that maybe there has been some issues regarding that, I said, bureaucracy, or certain papers, or like justice came out before as well. So maybe something about justice, or yeah, administrative, that you kind of have to get it done, you know. And I think that you're getting a victory over it, because the Six of Wands is like that victory, you know. It's like moving forward from that, you know. So maybe there's something that's coming out in your environment that it's gonna give you that push to move away, you know, from whatever was making you feel stuck. So let's see, what is coming in the environment? One card, please. Environment, one card. The Hierophant. Beautiful. With the Ace of Cups right next to it. This is Taurus energy, guys. This is high spirituality. This is your ninth house. High learning, high spirituality. High learning, high spirituality. I think that maybe you're starting a new path in your career, or something that you were doing until now that you were working really hard to get. And I think that right now you're probably gonna get that bonus or that contract. The Hierophant many times is associated to, you know, engagements, you know, commitments, contracts, things that stay for the long road, because, you know, he's the Hierophant. It's a spirituality, but is spirituality materialized? That's why it's associated to Taurus energy. It's earth energy. And you know, when this energy comes out, this is like, you know, I did a reading this week for my Facebook page. I invite you to check it out if you want. I mean, I write text in French, in English, and Spanish. This last week, the reading I made was in Spanish, but, you know, maybe you can find a way to translate it. This card came out, and this is a little bit like what is coming out for me. I mean, like how the Hierophant, I mean, at a general point of view, is coming out of to me. And I'm telling this because it's coming in your environment. So how it's shaping your reality around you, and how this is influencing you. And you know, we are in a moment where I believe that we are trying to find new structures, because this is like the ultimate structure. It could be related to government. It could be related to like this big higher power, because, you know, the Hierophant is a representation of power itself in the material world. But having the wise, not like the emperor, you know, this guy has as well that spirituality, you know, it's like that connection with the higher self of the world, you know, and the universe. But, you know, sometimes these structures are structures that we need to modify, or that we need to think through to know how could fit better to us and the society where we are living. And I think that maybe this is coming in your environment. I think there is something very important coming in your way that is gonna like give you that sense of stability and structure to build your own future, to build that vision, to build this dream, this new way of seeing your own reality. and how you feel your emotions, how you are able to relate to others. Jupiter and Saturn, as I said, they are moving into your 11th house, and maybe there is gonna be, most certainly, I think you're gonna start having like this leadership role in society. And you like to be the leader, guys. I mean, um, where you're gonna be collaborating with others, and people are gonna be opening up to you because they will respect you. It's like you're gonna be having that strength to create that, And I think that these structures, these organizations, these institutions that maybe in the past has been kind of restrictive to you, I think that right now you're gonna start seeing the improvements. Maybe you will get that work contract that you always wanted to have, or that bonus in a way, but not bonus in a material way, like something that it's more than that. It's more than just material, It's something that will affect you in many ways of your past life at long term. This could also mean a commitment in partnerships. Maybe somebody that you really love, that now you feel that you can take that step forward, or that person can. That person can take that step forward with you. And whatever it means, commitments with you. I mean, many tarot readers, as you know, in the society where we are living, we talk about marriage, but now we know that finally, we can accept that there are many different ways of seeing engagement, marriage, or there is not just one way. What it matters is what is important to us. It's like how we see that commitment for ourselves. And maybe this is that offer. Huh? Maybe this is this commitment of love that will establish something quite solid for quite some time. And that will mean a new cycle in your life. Something new, something that you never did before. If the Fool appears, this means that this is, and having the Ace of Cups right next to it, I think that this is something that probably you never did in your life, you never experienced in your life. This is exciting for me. You are one of these signs that you like new things. You don't like to be stuck in the past. What you desire, the Empress. Venus energy. Again, Taurus energy. Oh, Aries. Maybe there is someone there quite in love with the Empress. Who wouldn't be in love with this? Look at this. She's pretty, she's super powerful. She has everything, she embodies, this is coming in your wishes, and the Empress is nurturing, expansion, birth, fertility, high fertility. And this is like, she embodies the 4 queens of the tarot. She has all of them in just one. She could represent, if this could be precisely speaking of someone in particular that you share quite an affective, deep connection with, or love. Could be someone new, or could be someone already that you have a relationship with, or knew from the past, but now is like taking that step, like going into a higher level of commitment. And if this is the case, if this is the story, is resonating with you, or I'm connecting with someone that has this story, this person maybe could represent also somebody who is very independent, who has his own business, who does, her own job. She's a manager, she's a boss, for sure. She knows where she applies her energy, with no doubt. And she's so, like, given, like, generous, because she can. She has so much. I mean, beautiful. Again, Taurus energy, like, Wow. The Eight of Swords just came right now in, like, the progress. I want one more card, okay? What is this mental stuck? Maybe feeling a little bit, I mean, it's not that bad, okay? But maybe there is some, like, fears still. Like, maybe there are some fears that could be pushing the situation, okay? One more card, please. You know, many times, I mean, this card came just right after the Empress, you know, in the position of wish. Like, what you desire, Aries. And many times this position of, like, what we wish, it's also what we are the most scared of, you know. Like, feeling maybe stuck. Maybe this would be something that maybe you would be scared that you would not be, you know, like, having a little bit like a control issue about it, you know. Feeling scared that this could be so strong that will limit yourself in one way or another. I'm getting into that right now. I'm feeling it. You know, it's like this guy, you know, it's mental. This is not reality. This is in your head. This is like feeling that you cannot move when actually you could move very easily. It's just that you need to take off that, you know, it's like this wrap all around your body, and then you take this off your eyes, and then you can see. And all these swords is like mental ideas that are surrounding you, and you are scared that these swords will fall on you and cut you off. So maybe you're a little scared of, but not, this is, I don't feel it like strong, okay? But I'm sensing that maybe you feel scared that this could be so strong that maybe will limit yourself in some way. And I think this is just fear. Okay? I think this is just fear. You know, when we feel the Ace of Cups, you know, like this opening up and this suddenly like these huge emotions coming in your way, many times, and when we are not the person that it's more like related to emotions, we are more like action-wise related. Sometimes this cup could, even though it's amazing and feels great, as I said in the beginning, sometimes we could also be scared of it because it feels so overwhelming. Like, oh my God, what I'm doing with this? What can I mean, like, this is like I'm feeling I'm losing full control, like control over that situation or this situation. But you know, it's like, move your ass, you know, don't stay. I mean, this is not like the time to, this is the moment where you need to take this energy and you know what is your desire. Go for it. One card, please. One card, please. Where is kind of like the conclusion of the reading? One card, please. Where it's coming? King of Swords. Sagittarius has this card in the same position at the conclusion of the reading. And I mean, this is, I mean, I cannot invent this. I think, I mean, you're gonna have to be kind of all these emotions that you're feeling right now, or that you're gonna be feeling, you know, it's like this, taking this jump, taking this risk. And I think that for some of you, might be that commitment or that relationship that is very important to you, and I think is gonna take you to a higher, um, you know, level of engagement. You know, as I said, like higher level of engagement. Uh, but it could also be a job, you know, like that new job where you finally get that contract. And I think that maybe the restriction is it's in your mind, because I think you're gonna have to be more rational about it. You're gonna have to feel this emotion, and you need to look at them and accept them. But maybe, you know, the thing with the Fool is that, as I said, you know, he has a very childish energy, and he just goes unconsciously, and sometimes this is completely necessary. But I think that maybe in the time where you're gonna start getting things done, and when, you know, in the place where you are, like this structure, this engagement, this commitment will mean getting things in a material, physical way done, like putting practicality in place, putting these things, let's say, into space, materializing that wish that we want. I think in that moment is when you're gonna start feeling more like, okay, I can be, you know, more, now I can be more rational about it, you know, like, okay, now I can see with more clarity. The King of Swords, he's not so much into his emotions, even though maybe he does. I mean, he has emotions, of course, but he's more about the mind. He's strategic, and, you know, and he's a communicator, a great communicator, and he's fair. And the most important thing for me, you know, like what it is about this sword, is the truth. He's very honest with himself and with others. He could represent a judge, you know, or he could represent that, you know, communication, or that moment where we finally are able to speak our truth and to accept the reality with complete maturity of what we want. And not just about, okay, I'm jumping there and then I'm going there and you know, well, okay, we do that, it's necessary, but then there is a moment where we build, where we structure that so that we can grow as well. I want one card for the King of Swords. I want one card for the King of Swords, please. Still so beautiful. I think, guys, you're gonna feel like this so big energy, full of emotions, deep, deep emotions. And yeah, I think that maybe you're gonna step into justice. Justice wanted to come out again. And I'm telling you guys, I don't know why, I feel from the beginning of this reading, if there was an issue, if there was a problem regarding justice, I mean, like administration, documents that were not being signed, I mean, something that you wanted for very long, that you were working hard on getting, but the government or whoever organization, association told you you had to wait. I think right now you're getting it. You're gonna get that paper or that thing that maybe this is what it was making you feel stuck. You know, Maybe this is why you were not able to jump on, or that you were not able to advance in that wish. And not only that, as I said, the ninth house is being very important at this moment with eclipse. I think that there is going to be, having the Hierophant in your environment, maybe there is a certain kind of high learning that you're going to start doing, that you're going to engage yourself into something that will be very important for your education of life, not just your career, but it will be something that will influence in so many aspects of your life. And it's something that you really want, something that you really believe in. And that will request from you to be very strategic about it, to be very direct, to be very straightforward. And you know what? At some moment, we need to put a little bit emotions aside and let's get into work. Let's use this balance. Let's use the sword, and let's get things done. But so beautiful. Like, I think you're gonna be coming in the beginning, with all these transits and changes, you're gonna have really massive, we are all having it. But I think that you guys, and there are other signs that are gonna be feeling definitely, I think, stronger. And you are one of those. It's like this new start, fresh start. And there is this general sense of seeing the world with a new perspective, where now how we used to see the world, or how the world was structured right now, we can modify it. Or we're gonna try to find a way to modify it. And I think that we're not gonna be doing it alone. So if you were feeling until now, and I think that maybe some of you, you're still feeling this burden, this tiredness. I think that still right now you're feeling that tiredness of battling, of having to battle. Don't worry, it's coming to an end, okay? You are there, you're just there. So please remember that. Don't put yourself down. It's almost finished. Well, guys, it has been a great reading. I hope you like it. To whoever has resonated with this story, I'm leaving my information in the box below, so you can find my email if you are interested in any private readings. I'm open full time for private readings at this present moment. I'm also adding my Facebook page and my Instagram, where I do some weekly writings. I mixed it up with French, Spanish, and English, so sometimes you will have to translate some of these texts, but I'm sure that one of them might speak to you for the time being. Thank you so much to all of you for this opportunity, and see you next month. Happy holidays. Bye bye.